Today, in this topic, legit, I do not know why I keep doing this content. What is my stupidity? I literally have now like 8 videos in the draft, just not posted. Gotta start posting them, but what I will say is we're gonna talk about modern day feminism. See, modern day feminism, they think that they have the traditional feminism, which, if you don't know what traditional feminism is, it's essentially where women fight for rights, equality, equal pay, equal treatment, and all kinds of stuff, and then just attack men for the dumbest reasons. I mean, sure, they did fight for some attained rights, such as that court cases actually use their brains when they got sexually assaulted. But can I actually even say that on YouTube? Never mind. I mean, I got one. They kind of got one of my videos age restricted, but that was because it was a fight video, nothing else. I also wanted to say that most of the time, traditional feminists tend to like focus on things that don't treat women correctly. Now that would have been all fine. That would have been fine. I'm cool with that. But modern day feminism, what is this absurd topic? Oh, I know. It's where, I can't even say that because I'll just get called a misogynist and I'll just get called a sexist for that. Great. Can't say nothing in YouTube today because YouTube's not only a freaking, what is the most passive animal? YouTube's a freaking deer, get mad at me, and feminists would come at me, call me a sexist, and call me a women abuser, probably, most likely, I don't care. But modern day feminism seems to focus on men, a gender. They want men to be weak. They want us to be weak, overweight, lazy, feminine. Like, we're not built to be women. Sure, we have some very extremely small traits of being a woman, but we came out as a male. We were supposed to be women at first, but then we switched to a male as we were being born. I would tell you how the process works, but then I'll make the video too long, and I'll make you guys think I'm going into detail over every freaking thing on the planet, which I'm not. We also want to talk about how in normal time things, modern day feminism seems to target men and verbally, emotionally, mentally, and physically attack. No, physically, I think it's just all the things that goes with your head. Attack men. Because they're this, they're that, da. Oh, we make more money? Well, we work at jobs that are clearly required for men. For example, if we're building like 600-foot skyscrapers, we're going to get paid a lot for building this because without this, men and women can't work in these buildings. Specifically women, because I feel like more women work in office buildings than ever. And you know what's even like crazier? When that building gets built, the construction company doesn't even get any credit for that. You're just there. If you're a male at a construction site, you're like, oh, he doesn't spend any time with me, blah, blah, blah. Probably because he has other problems. Also, you feminists don't care about men's feelings nowadays. You're expecting men to be silent and just let everything slide. Oh, if I'm a woman and I do something wrong, you're supposed to take the heat because you're a male. No. We're both human. I'm a female. We're just gonna ignore that I said that. I'm a male, you're a female. Ain't no difference. You still a human. Your blood color is red. Skin color might be different, okay? You got the same brain, you got the same heart, lungs, you got pretty much the same of everything in your body. This includes exterior, interior, and everything. Yet you still think that there's something different between us. Sure, physical strength goes to men, of course, because, well, we're males. Males in general were born and created specifically to combat other males. It's been like this since the beginning of time, where males would fight against other males to show out and compete against females, so they can actually see who's the strongest. The strongest will have the female. It's been like this since the beginning of time. Why does the tip of my hands look like they're white? Never mind. I also want to figure out, why in the world do feminists seem to think that, oh, this is why we need to kill all the men in the world? No, 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 no. See, look. You're like, see, this is your problem. If you kill all men, then if I say, oh, if you kill all men, you can't, society will literally just die. They'll be like, oh, no, 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 not all men. No, 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 no. You said all men, specifically all men, not some of them. Then leave the not like 85%, leave the other percent alive. You said all, meaning 100%, but then automatically shift your mind to saying, oh no, we need to leave some of them, so until we get the artificial womb, then kill the rest of them. That's probably your main plan in the first place. Well, let me tell you this. Your ideology is stupid, retarded, and extremely toxic and extremely dumb. This also offends a lot of traditional feminists, which are feminists that actually fight for equality and fight for what's right for women. Without them, you wouldn't even exist. Without them, you wouldn't even be able to speak out against your own will. You wouldn't even be able to vote. You wouldn't even be able to do anything about it. You wouldn't even be able to speak out against your own mind. So, who's the real winner here? You or the actual feminists that are actually smart and actually very well brain developed, IQ averaged about 125, while your IQ is averaged around -6. Actually, no, it's not even -6. That thing's like down the drain. Like, we're talking like out of the universe, where the universe can't even expand. That's how bad your IQ is at this point. Now, it probably sounds like I'm ranting at this point. That's because I am, but we gotta go into the thing of what I'm trying to say. Without men, you would be occupied by pretty much vicious dictators that will violate your human rights. Without us intervening in World War II, we'd probably get defeated and get our heads bashed in harder than ever. Without pretty much men in general, you guys wouldn't even exist. You'd just be subjected to brutality and other stuff. Sure, that has happened along the years, but sort of have world peace. By sort of, I mean we do not have world peace, period. We don't even have world peace. First of all, what is these things called, artificial wombs? First of all, this is, well, not impossible. It's just extremely hard to obtain. And our technology and our current technology does not allow us to get to that position where we can use artificial wombs. But what I want to talk about is your influence. I'm under the weather a little bit. I've been getting slapped left and right by pollen, causing me to sneeze, sniffle, and cough a lot. Someone in the comments says I have COVID. No. But other than that, we need to specifically talk about how you people seem to think that, oh, men are killing the world. Most of the heavy-duty equipment, including internet and all of these buildings and stuff, were specifically done by men. If you were truly arguing about it, you would have been occasionally, multiple times, or better yet, you should have actively been trying to get those high-paying jobs instead of arguing to people about it. See, when females are doctors, they get paid a lot. And when there are like other kinds of designers, like tech designers, missile designers, you get paid a lot for that. I mean, sure, most of us men technically do those jobs in the first place because, well, we got to figure out how to hold the missiles without dropping them and killing everyone in the same spot. But we technically are qualified for pretty much most of the situations. It's not our fault that you females are not qualified for all these situations. Sure, you can get those qualifications by being the same like us, such as being a tomboy. I was about to say I don't know what that is, but I really don't care if you're a tomboy or not, to be honest. If you're a tomboy, you're cool. If you want to have the muscles of a man, but still keep your female traits, go ahead. Who's going to stop you, Jesus? Because we can't stop you. He can't stop you. No one can stop you. But back to the main topic. Why are these feminists specifically going for their influence is practically towards the changing age. If you don't know what the changing age is, it's the preteen to teenage years of a kid's life. And when you influence them into stupid things, they do stupid stuff for the rest of their lives, and they think it's right when it's actually wrong and kind of retarded in every single freaking way. But other than that, why do you think that you're making essentially what you're thinking is that you're having these preteen teenage boys going around being like, oh, I'm a female. I'm actually a female. Yo, guys, I'm a female. I'm a female. No, you're not. You're listening to retarded people. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have to be a female. Like, you can be a female. I'm not going to stop you. But to be disrespectful to your own gender and talk smack about them being oppressive towards women, no. We were oppressed a lot. We still are oppressed. Y'all have like all the rights in the world. Y'all have all the opportunities. Y'all win most of the court cases. I can literally get accused of rape right now. I gotta get accused of rape right now. They don't need any evidence. They could just accuse me of rape. I'd be in jail and free money for them. Free money for them. Yeah. And would no one care? No, because it would take them practically a long time just to grab the evidence to be like, hey, let's be smart. And for some reason, hey, we decided to be smart, ma'am, and you were lying, so you gotta go to jail. So, yeah. Other than that, oh, man. I'm having a rough time today. Other than that, you're targeting the changing age. And you're essentially like, I'm not saying this is an actual thing, but like, this is like a way that it sounds like. You're essentially telling preteen and teenage boys to go around here being like, oh, I'm a female. They start putting on disgusting makeup. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You guys look like the DC Comics Abomination. Like, how bad do you have to look to make the Abomination himself scared of you? Like, I'm sorry to say this, but you're ugly. I'm sorry. It's true. You're ugly, and there's nothing you can do about it. And then you go around here cutting your dingling and your balls off. And you're like, now I'm a true feminine. Now I'm a true female. No, you are not. You literally, all you did was put some makeup on, cut your hair short, make your hair look like you were a female, cut your glizzy and your balls off, and now you're convinced that you're a female. No, you are not, because you still have the strength of one, the physicality of one, and the mindset, and the voice. Don't get me started on the fact that, see, women tend to say that men don't have to offer a lot. You know, we tend to offer a lot. We're clearly the main provider. You guys are literally the secondary provider. Not trying to sound like an oppressor right now. Totally not. But essentially, we make the large amount, you make the second large amount. Like this. Large, second large. This essentially means if this gets drained, you, the second largest, technically can help with backup stuff in case something goes wrong. And now, essentially, if a man gets fired from his job, now this is for absolute reason, because the company shut down, the female will blame the male and say, oh, it's your fault that you got fired from your job. No, there are literal reasons why you can get fired from your job. Literal reasons why you can get fired from your job. Now, essentially, these reasons are ones that cannot be helped, like your business getting shut down or your company getting bought out. These are literal reasons why you will lose your job, because another larger, more sufficient company will buy your company out, or I quote here, you just went out of business. Your company just went out of business. If that happens, then of course you're going to get fired. But of course you don't think straight correctly at all. I mean, your brain really doesn't exist. The only thing that's in your head is literally just fluid in skull. Fluid in skull. Fluid in skull. That's a weird abbreviation. I shall write that down when I get home now. But other than that, you need to think properly before you start going flat out accusing everybody of things that ain't even true. That's when you end up leaving them and then telling people around you, oh, it was actually his fault that this happened. But when he actually provides the evidence, you want to say something else, which therefore leads to a whole bunch of unnecessary bullcrap and drama, and boom, bada bam. That's what leads to this crap. Just like, bruh, I cannot fathom of how many times I've had to deal with this bull crap. But I'm gonna take you guys to a moment in my life where I actually got accused of something that I did not do. So I, at one point at my school, in 8th grade, of course, I was accused of so-called plotting to rape 2 and kill 1 girl. When did I ever say? Now, first of all, they said that I was gonna say this around at like 8 p.m. Which, by the time it was 8 p.m., I was in my art class. That's my very first class. I was in my art class, figuring out what to do on my computer, doing the work, doing the drawing that we're supposed to be doing as their bell ringer and other crap. Next thing you know, and by the time it's like 10:11, I get called into the office, and they told me to bring my stuff. Now, my mom doesn't know this. I hope she does not find this channel and figure this out, because technically this really wasn't a big deal. They were trying to figure out what actually happened, and it just so happened that there was an unreleased video on that day, which I had prematurely recorded because I was recording me and my friends, and we had a little bit of free time. I recorded me and my friends, drawing. We were doing my first time getting better at drawing. It was basically an entire video dedicated to me improving on my drawings, which I still have barely improved on, but that was literally the entire video. But I had to not release it, period. And by the time I got there, they was just like, we need you to sit in ISS for the rest of the day until we figure out what's going on. And by the time it was like 12:30, which was literally the time that not only it would be my math class, but I would be out of my intervention. They finally, I couldn't tell you all the details because they told me to keep it a secret, but there's only a few details I can tell you. I was no longer, they came in there and told me that I was free to go, and that all the stuff and accusations were all fake. And by the time I got in my classroom, everyone was asking me, yo, what was going on? Didn't tell them none, because they told me not to tell none. So I was just like, you know what? That is the last time I'm ever dealing with any kind of freaking spoiled female in the entire school. Because nowadays, we got females doing TikToks in classrooms. They getting up, arguing with the teacher, saying they're not teaching them when they're clearly teaching them. You got these freaking girls consistently wearing dress-coded clothes, which I know this sounds kind of oppressive because the dress code clothes, but you got to understand, those dress codes are there for a reason. They're there for a reason. Specifically, so you don't get targeted by older men or other teenage boys in this school. Because I know too many of them to these days, bro. There's just too much to talk about. I'm going to have to make a part 2. But until then, I'll see y'all in the next episode. Be sure to like and stuff on my screen. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Click the bell. You guys really don't have to. I don't know why I keep... What is the point of me? I'm going to tell myself this every time I make a video. But other than that, just enjoy. Also, thanks for the 10 subscribers, even though it's pretty much pointless. I got 20 in my other account. Still can't use that account. Gotta I'm mad about that, but I'll see y'all in the next episode if I ever get the chance to post it, because I have too many videos to post. It's gonna be a massive video wave. It's gonna be loads of random videos that I will barely check, edit, and do anything about them. So see y'all in the next one.